Up, what's up? What's up? This is Chief Kalinago with a quick video. All right. You know, man, listen, I keep telling y'all, we as the original indigenous people of this land, all right, we have a lot to deal with. Okay. And I'm telling y'all, everything I tell you, just watch it come, just watch it manifest. Because I keep telling you, it's the people, all right, that look like us. That's gonna be our biggest battles. That's gonna be our biggest battle. You see what I'm saying? And you wonder why a lot of these natives they're able to come at us the way they come at us. Because why? You have people such as this dude, okay, misleading a lot of people, and a lot of people are falling for that. You see what I'm saying? So I came across this little live that this dude did, right? And I'm telling you, um, I don't even listen to this dude, honestly. But as soon as I got on Facebook, the notification came up. I mean, and the truth of the matter is, I'm not even subscribed to his channel. It just pop up, right? So the spirit led me to just tap on that. So I tapped on it, and then as soon as I tap on it, family, I'm telling you, exactly where I tapped on that live is exactly the message that I'm about to play from his live. All right. And I just want you to know the battle that we have to climb. Another reason why we are dealing with what we are dealing with in our motherland, because of people such as this dude. You see what I'm saying? The Roots movie pushers. You feel me? But listen for yourself. Listen for yourself.
My first trip to Africa, I came in through Ethiopia, I came out from Ethiopia. My first trip to Africa, I came in through Ethiopia, I came out from Ethiopia, and I cried. I cried my first night on the continent, staying at His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie's hotel that he built, Hotel Gihan. I cried that night. And Africa been in me ever since. I am an African. If you want to be indigenous, if you want to be a pretendian, because we got this pretendian movement. Y'all know about that, right? Not Indians, pretendians. These are Africans pretending to be Indians. If you are a part of the pretendian movement, good luck. If you want to be a pretendian, what is a pretendian? An African who hates being an African and wants to be a Native American. I call it the pretendian nation. How many pretendians we got on the live? How many pretendians we got? All you pretendians. A pretendian is not an Indian, it's an African who wants to be one. A pretendian is not an Indian, it's an African who wants to be one. I will never, ever, ever turn my back on my ancestors. I will never, ever turn my back on the men and women who put up with that hell of slavery and colonization and second class citizenship and dehumanization. I will never turn my back on my ancestors because I hate myself. I will never turn my back on my ancestors because I hate myself. That's what's wrong with the pretendian nation. The pretendian nation hates themselves so much they want to turn their back. And I'm not mocking my Native American brothers and sisters. I'm not mocking my Native American brothers and sisters. I have a lot of Native American supporters. I'm just trying to expose the hypocrisy of the ideology of the pretendian nation. What is a pretendian? An African who wants to be an Indian. Brothers and sisters, on September the 25th of 1974, on September the 25th of 1974, Barbara Hancock is the first black female White House fellow. More tokenism, more tokenism, more tokenism. September the 25th, 1974, Barbara Hancock becomes the first black female White House fellow. More tokens. October 1974, Muhammad Ali defeats George Frazier in the Rumble in the Jungle. October 1974, Muhammad Ali and George Frazier go to the Congo the Republic of Zaire. Muhammad Ali and George Frazier boxes it out in Zaire under Mobutu. And we don't support Mobutu because he assassinated Patrice Lumumba. Turned his back on the man who brought him up. Turned his back on the man who brought him into the government. Assassinated him who wants to be an Indian. Brothers and sisters, on September the 24th, Barbara Lumumba invites Muhammad Ali and see the need to give up your predominant.
Listen to this.
YouTube. Let me see if I got any more Cash App super chats. Let me see if I got any more Cash App super chats.
All right, he hyping people up because he promoting his Cash App. But listen to this.
Sister Takara, thank you, my queen. I love you too, hon. Sister Tay, from my wifey. Oh, my Facebook wifey. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Hit the Cash App for the 11th anniversary, $ Dr. Umar Johnson. Hit the Cash App for the 11th anniversary, $ Dr. Umar Johnson. Don't forget to hit the Cash App for $ FDMG School as well. Don't forget to hit the Cash App for $ FDMG School as well. December the 10th of 1974. Danielle, that's true, sister. I have Native American in my family. There's white people in your family. You got a little bit of everything in your family. But why do you see the need to give up your predominant ancestry? Your predominant ancestry, which is African. We are the oldest genes. We are the strongest genes. We are the strongest DNA. Why do you want to give up your predominant ancestry to identify with a minority ancestry? That's the question. White people have black people, but you don't see them giving up their Europeanism, calling themselves Africans. The only people who give up their Africanism to be a white person or a multi-race or mixed race or Native American is you damn pretendians. I didn't say you don't have some native blood. I said you're not a native. I didn't say you don't have no native blood. I said you're not a native. Wherever you are in the world, you got there from Africa. That is a biological, anthropological, genetic, scientific fact. That is a fact. So I didn't say you don't have a native in your blood. You got white people in your blood. Are you going to call yourself Irish? Are you going to call yourself a Jew? You don't look anything like them. You are African. Everybody can look at you and tell you African except you because you hate yourself. You hate yourself. It's the same reason you perm your hair. It's the same reason you wear blonde hair. It's the same reason we marry white girls. We hate ourselves and we're constantly looking for something else we can be. We want to quit being African. I'm not going to stop you. If you want to be a pretendian, be a pretendian. But I promise you one thing. Cherokee Nation is not affirming you. Which Native American nation going to affirm you pretendians? That's what I want to know. Which reservation are y'all going to go to? Which reservation are you pretendians going to go to where you're going to be considered part of the family? See, what you're doing is not new. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and Dominicans did the same thing. They showed up in America, said, I don't want to be black because black people don't get no respect. They start calling themselves Hispanics in Spanish. You're doing the same thing they did. You're in America, you don't want to be black, so you're going to start calling yourself a Native American. That's okay. Be a pretendee. No problem. But I want to be really clear. I want to be clear. When the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy opens, it's only for Africans. Pretendians are not allowed. I want to make sure y'all understand me. I don't want no misunderstandings. All events are for Africans. Pretendians are not allowed. ADOS are not allowed. FBAs. None of you people who do not come from Africa. I respect your right to choose. But because I am about African solidarity, I don't want anyone who is ashamed of their race coming to my events. I don't want anyone who is ashamed of their race coming to my event. So no pretendians will be allowed at FDMG, just so you know. Don't try to come back over to this side of the fence once the school is open, because that's what most of y'all want to do, because you don't know what the hell you are. You just following politically uneducated YouTubers. Stay on the pretendian side of the fence. Don't come over to the African side of the fence when FDMG opens up. And I want all my FDMG supporters, if you catch any pretendians at the school, if you catch any FBAs or ADOS at the school, pretendians, FBAs, and ADOS, the 3 Negro tribes, if you catch anybody from the 3 Negro tribes trying to gain access to an event at FDMG, please let me know so they can be escorted out by security. I don't want anybody ashamed of being African to partake in our events. Let's get back to the timeline.
All right, so family, once again, you see, it's a narrative, okay? It's a script that was planned. Don't he sound just like the dude? Don't he sound just like the dude from the Cherokee Nation? Why do you think he mentioned the Cherokee Nation? So this brother, well, he's not my brother. This dude is an enemy, okay, of ours. You feel me? And that's why they are pushing this narrative, because it's scripted. You see what I'm saying? It's scripted. It is scripted. You feel me? He sounds just like the dude from the Cherokee Nation. But even the dude from the Cherokee Nation said, what did he say? Go listen to the video again. If my grandmother were to just perm her hair or put a hot comb through her hair, she would look just like a so-called, like a black woman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? But these dudes, they are misleading our people for money. That's what they are doing. Misleading our people for money. But you know what? Like I told y'all before, every skin folk and kinfolk, and is the people who look like us, they are going to be our biggest challenge. They're going to be our biggest enemies. But it's all right though. It will all come to light, because all the BS he talk about, oh well, everything came from Africa. Well, if everybody came from Africa, why are you the only ones calling yourself Africans? I could ask him that same question. Why aren't the Caucasians, the Asians, everybody else calling themselves Africans? You feel me? That's number one. And I've shown you proof scientifically. I've shown you historical proof. I've shown you archaeological proof, okay, that that Africa wasn't the first continent. And I'm even going to break it down for you in the Bible. They came here and forced on our people and prove to you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into the Bible itself and prove to you in the antediluvian age, meaning that the days before this so-called Noah flood, I'm going to prove to you that Negroes, so-called black people, and so-called white people didn't exist. I'm going to prove to you in the Bible. You see, they don't know who they're playing with. I'm going to take the same Bible, all right, and I'm going to prove to you that the Negro so-called race, the descendants of Ham, okay, and the so-called white man, I'm going to prove to you, all right, in the supposed Garden of Eden, I'm going to prove to you, okay, before the antediluvian age, meaning that before the flood, they didn't exist. And I'm going to prove to you again from a biblical perspective that the people they call the red man, the American Aborigines, are the mothers and fathers of all the races. I'm going to prove that to you. And I'm going to show you what red soil look like. Okay? But it's all right, though. It's okay. I just want y'all to see and hear what we are dealing with and what we have to deal with as a people in our motherland. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Y'all have a great continuation, and we'll talk a little later. Just wanted to kind of come in here and just what. Listen, I don't listen to this dude, man. I'm telling you. As soon as I got on Facebook, this notification came up, and something just told me to tap on it, because my spirit don't gravitate with this dude. Like we ain't vibing on no spiritual plane, period. You feel me? And then I just tap on that. And exactly where I tapped on is exactly where it started. I heard he calling us, pretendians. You're damn right, Umar. We are not natives. because all native mean to be born. You see this dude? He got psychological problems. He got mental illness. That's what he got. You feel me? We are not natives. We never said we were natives. In fact, a native meant to be born. So we are born and original. That's why I broke down the etymology of indigenous to y'all. You feel me? But in the context of what they call native, we are not native. And there's a reason why the Cherokee Nation and the BIA, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, they refuse or they give us a hard time, is because it's part of the agenda. You feel me? Because it was paper genocide. The Dawes Rose. Okay? The Indian Removal Act. I mean, it's just so many different forms. But he will not talk about that. You know why? Because it's all about popularity. Let me tell these Negroes what they want to hear and tell them to you know, hey, go to the Cash App, go to the Cash App, because we have the school coming. You feel me? All right. So just wanted to kind of share this with y'all, man. So y'all have a good one. I'm about to get out of here. All right. Talk to y'all later. Love you guys, man. Peace.